I just started now. I just started now. Okay, so we switch. I think we'll start with these operators first. Okay. This one is too large. Let's start with this one. Then we'll move to the operators second. So we've done small thing on where, right? Now, if you come to that table, bike stores, right? Click on what I showed you, the bike stores plus icon.
So let's go to the table now and click on bike stores.
Just the bike stores database, then the table, yes.
I can't see the bike stores here.
Refresh the whole database. Click on that refresh icon on top, or click on the server and click refresh. Right? So we have production.brand, we have categories.brand, production.brand, production.categories, production.products, production.stock, sales.customer, other types, other items, sales.orders, sales.staff, sales.stock. Okay. Now, those production sales is what we call schema. We are using DBO before, which was the default schema. Okay. So when you don't create a schema, by default it takes the DBO. Alright. So these ones are intentionally created by that script. These schemas. Schemas allow us to group our tables in a way that we want to use them. Related tables are put together. So the production tables are seemingly related stuff, brand, category, product, stock. Then the sales table or the sales schema is similarly something that are related. Customer that bought a product, the order that they purchased, okay? How many, the staff that sold, the store it was gotten from, under sales, right? So that's basically what the schema is doing for us. Now, we are going to start writing our code following this table, okay? We didn't create this like the other one we did, right? So that is how real life work will be like. We come into the company, they have a database already. So you just have to look it up, follow the schema design, and then you're good, okay? So the first thing you're going to start is writing. We normally do select off from.
Sorry to cut you short, but from this work you just explained to me, tomorrow can you get this thing a format of a company work already, so we work on it?
Format of a company work how?
Like you said, some companies they will give you, they have a database already.
Yes.
So can you get those formats?
That's what you're looking at now.
Okay.
That's what you're looking at already. This is a format of a company database.
Okay.
So the only difference is we are not in a company. That's the only difference. Yes. Okay. So this is how it will look like. Okay. So I selected what's the name of that database? Bike stores. Okay. Then
so we need to
I'm now saying select all from production or production.
Should I click the same thing too?
Just type the same thing out in a new script, in a new query. So click on new query, type out this thing. Select all from production dot product.
Create. I went to bike store.
Yeah, you're in bike store. Now create a new query, a new sheet. We've done all these other ones in the old sheet, right? In that former one we are working on the phone now.
So where will I create the new sheet?
Just click on new query. Where you created the first one from.
I did create the first one.
I created the first one with you now, and you're not observing. The first one with you are working here. This is the first one. So you did new query for this one to come out. So go and click on new query again to start a new query. New query one on top. Okay. So click on new query to have a new query. Then have a new query.
Okay, so anytime I want to do a new query, we just do.
Yeah.
Like
so just like creating new file.
Okay, creating new file.
So similar to creating
so
new file.
How come those things now pop up on now?
This is already existing file. Like I said, this is not first time.
Existing.
So I have this. But like I need to open to select those ones to install in your own. I just go to open, select the file, and then open it. I already have written. Like the one, if you save this one now and you want to open it tomorrow, you go to open where you saved it and you open it from.
So now if I still want those things to pop up like the ones you sent to me, can they?
Yeah, you can still pop up again. But you can't install them again because you've already installed them. So as in, you can only rerun select files, all the select queries, but all these other ones like the DDL commands, they are mostly done once. Okay? So unless you want to change them, if you run alter 2 times, it keeps altering the system. You must change one thing for it to continue. Alright, so now we are starting with saying, let's assume that we want to know the product that is higher than, or the selling price that is higher than what? 2005 in the company. Okay, the query above is doing that. Now, how do I know that I have the columns that I have? Okay, like what I would do normally, I will always click on the table to see the columns that are there. Okay, production.products columns. I can see all the columns that are in what? Production of products. Then I have product ID, product name, brand ID, brand.
I'm just following now because I'm lost here because I don't even know where to go. So let me follow you since you're recording.
Okay. What I'm saying is we installed the database and we stored data, created a table, okay? Created a database, created a table, then inserted data into it. Now, I'm assuming that we just started work in the new company, right? And they gave you access to the database, so everything is already there, including the data. Alright, so how do you get along? One is for them to give you a manual, okay, a physical copy or a soft copy of what the database looks like. They will tell you that this is the table we have, all those things, written down somewhere. Or they will just give you access to the database itself. Somebody will walk you through the database manually. If you don't have all those things, you can do it yourself by simply collapsing or expanding all these things to see what is what. In each table, you can see the columns that are there. Okay? And then you can see the keys that are there, the constraints that are there, all those things. You can see all those things each time you come over here. Now, I see that I have under products, I have product ID, product name, brand ID, category ID, then model year, list price. Now, the list price is decimal value, okay? It's like floating point. But basically, the point is, I can see the columns that I have and I want to work with. So I was asked to find the product that have their prices greater than 2005, right? So what I would now say is select all from the production.products where the list price, which is basically the price that I saw here, is greater than 2005. If I execute this one, right, I should get my results returned back to me. 73 rows, which are, we have 73 records that are greater than 2005. So if I go through all these prices one by one, I shouldn't see any particular one that is bigger than or less than 2005. Okay? So that is the idea. Everything here should be bigger than 2005, basically. That's the idea. Now, it shouldn't only be, what's it called, numbers. Like we did before, we did numbers. Now I'm doing numbers again. It can be string values, it can be objects, it can be character values. Now, assume you want to find somebody's name in the database. For instance, the Mary Jane we did before. Okay, want to find somebody's name or a product name. You can say select all from the product table where the product name is equal to that product. Okay, for instance,
it will not pop out that.
Yeah, everywhere the product is, it pop it up. Like you say, this maybe hair cream product or whatever product. Okay, find it in the database, bring it out for us. Okay, so that is the idea. All right, something applies to this. Now over here we are combining more than one number. Okay, up to now you're saying greater than a value, equal to a value, less than a value. Okay, now you're saying between a value and another value. That is the between and. Okay, so here we are using two operators, the between and the and. Alright, so we have where the list price is between 500 and what? 700. I don't know if that kind of exists, but let me execute and see. Okay, if I'll have something returned. Yeah, I will have something returned. Okay, so we have values that are between what? This 500 and what? 700. So notice this, I'm not sure I have any value like 500 on the spot, but this is what I have basically. So it can be between two numbers that are close or far apart basically, right? But the between allows us to combine. It's just like saying this or this, okay? But here now I'm saying I'm giving a range to be precise. The number should fall in within this range. Okay, that's basically what that is doing. Then, are you following so far? You're lost in the between part.
Yes.
Okay, think of it this way. You have in your house. You want to know. I want just to call your two middle sons, for instance. Okay, the first one, the second one, the third one, the fourth one. Like we want to refer to like the two middle ones. Okay, so how do you put it between the first, second? Let's assume that there are four of them, right? So you want to get your children that what within the second and the what third, right? That's what you want. Second and third. So they should be within. But if you put between second and third, it's not necessarily between. So you have to say first and fourth to refer to the ones in between them. Okay. So the first and fourth are not included, basically. So you're not referring to the second and the third ones. So basically, what you're saying here is from 500 to 700, but 500 itself is not included. 700 itself is not included. It has to be higher or lesser. Okay, so it's basically it should be in between. What I mean higher or lesser is higher than 500, lesser than 700. Okay, something like that. So that's basically what the between is.
I will still want us to come back to this very well.
Tomorrow I wanted us to even go to something else.
Yeah, no, we can just do a brief on this bike, especially. I really want to sink it like the way we did this first one.
Alright.
Then we can now move to that something else, please.
Okay, no challenge. Then maybe you can I get this thing today? I think if I can if it's possible, I should have another 2 classes. So just checking in my head if it's possible to do the recording, to send the recording today.
Yes, if you can, please, I'll be
Just
happy.
thinking of it. But nevertheless, maybe you should try it. Should try it out. But basically, just know that I have inserted these things. You can always try to find. The question will look like find where or find all the places where the price is less than a certain amount. Okay, for instance, 5,000. Okay, then you can also say find a particular product. This is find a product by name. Can be a product, can be a person actually by name. Okay, so this is basically a note name to come up with, basically by name. Right. So all these things are done using the where clause. Right. Select this where, select this where. Okay. Then in the where clause, we can now talk about the between the and, which are operators. You have the like. And the like is what we call the white card or white card operator. White card operator. Okay? So basically, it allows us to return values that look alike. For instance, I want to get everyone whose name starts with a B or whose name starts with a G. Something like that. That is what this is doing. Okay? So I'm going to explain this one in details. Okay? So
because my head is not really broken again.
So let's see
So,
Okay.
sir, when can I get the assignment from you now?